September 2nd, 1998. At cruising altitude over the Atlantic Ocean, Swissair Flight 111 carried 229 passengers. Then, a faint smell of smoke began to spread through the aircraft. In an instant, the lives of those on board were changed forever. Swissair Flight 111 was a McDonnell Douglas MD-11, a modern wide-body tri-jet designed with multiple layers of fire protection and redundant systems. Pilots were trained to follow checklists for smoke or fumes, and its electrical systems, cockpit wiring, and insulation materials all met and were deemed safe under the aviation regulations of the time. Around 10:10 p.m., the crew detected an unusual odor in the cockpit. Shortly after, visible smoke appeared and rapidly intensified. At 10:14 p.m., the pilots issued a pan-pan urgency call to air traffic control, reporting smoke and requesting diversion to the nearest suitable airport in Halifax, Nova Scotia. While executing their smoke/fumes checklist, they began reducing electrical load to isolate the potential source. Then, around 10:31 p.m., catastrophe struck. A hidden fire raced through wiring and insulation above the cockpit, knocking out critical systems. The plane soon lost control and plunged into the Atlantic, 5 miles southwest of PeggySCove on Nova Scotia's stark south shore. The impact shattered the plane into fragments, scattering debris across the dark Atlantic. Rescue vessels, helicopters, and local boats raced to the scene, but found only floating wreckage and no survivors. The human cost was total. All 229 passengers and crew aboard Swissair Flight 111 were killed. Investigators determined the disaster stemmed from an in-flight fire, likely ignited by electrical arcing in cockpit area wiring tied to the in-flight entertainment system. Flammable metallized Mylar, MPET insulation, allowed the blaze to spread rapidly and uncontrollably. Though these materials had met aviation certification standards and were approved for use, the tragedy exposed their grave fire risks. No individuals faced criminal charges. The tragedy of Swissair Flight 111 transformed aviation safety forever. Flammable insulation like metallized Mylar was outlawed and stripped from fleets worldwide. Rigorous new fire detection, suppression rules, and wiring protections emerged, ensuring hidden fires face far greater barriers to spreading unseen. The Swissair Flight 111 disaster remains a sobering reminder that even officially approved materials and designs can conceal lethal flaws, turning a routine flight into an irreversible tragedy. Unearthed Hidden History. Unearthing new stories weekly. Follow or subscribe for more.